Are we back? So stupid. Shell! I don't know how you're in that many places at once, my friend, but good on you. I really think that this kid is just gonna be like, you know what? I just wanted to see if you'd do what I told you. Ugh. Children. Oh, golden feather! Okay. Hey! Thanks for that, my dude. Whoa. The city has really been growing, huh? Oh, this isn't a sand city anymore. This is a sand province. This is Canadian.
Very impressive.
Princess. This time, I'm running for premier in the provincial elections. Sure, I wasn't elected as mayor. But this time, I'm really doubling down on outreach. And I'm promoting policies I really think will resonate with my key districts. Once I'm elected, I'll be able to use my provincial influence to finally exert control over the city that shunned me. Whoa. The first legislation I'll pass will exist to consolidate my allies in Parliament. The second legislation. Free and full! So, how's the campaigning going? Super good. Oh, alright, dude. Alright. Kid. Bossy ass kid. Where you at? Bossy ass kid. Stick! Hey, I got your shells. Ooh, I'll take them. So now what? What? I mean, do I get anything? No. Jeez, not even a thank you? That's not very nice.
I do what it takes to survive. I never promised you anything. Actually, I do have something for you. A new job.
I already have a job.
We'll make this your side gig.
What if I don't take it?
It's your loss. Good jobs are hard to find.
This kid's like Elon Musk. So what will it be? I'll take your side gig.
Good. Take this. You found a shell notebook. And deliver it to Ranger May. That is all.
That's my aunt, right? I've got a delivery. That's from Jen.
Oh, wow. It's so pretty. She's such a sweet girl. Collecting all those shells must have been a lot of work.
Well, actually.
Hmm?
Never mind.
Oh! I remembered something. I found this golden feather in the cabin. Figured you could use it.
Hey! Fuck you, Jen. I got something. Whoa. Thanks. This is weird timing. This is like a reward for delivering the necklace.
No?
Yeah! Okay. I have 11 of these shits now. 11 of these little motherfucking feathers! Whatever, Jen. I guess I'm gonna tell you I made the delivery. So my sources say you've delivered the goods. Your sources are correct. So what about that pay?
Okay. Here you go. Enjoy yourself. That bitch.
That fucking bitch. You're a child. I shouldn't call you that. But what the fuck, girl? I still haven't found that dude's watch. Really should try and find that dude's watch. Feather! Honestly, we should all strive to be like, no. Then we'll just become America. We know where that gets us! Okay. Alright, let's... Oh! Oh! What's going on here? I have found a building I did not know was here. Ooh, that's a fancy chest. Oh, I found my painting friend! Feather! Whoa! This is really good! I love it! Oh, hey. I like it too, but I can't use this. Outlook Point has been painted to death. Has it? Okay, you've got such a cool style. Thanks, but it's just a landscape painting. This isn't bringing anything new to the table. I want people to feel something when they look at my work. But I feel something. When I look at it, it makes me happy. If I had that on my wall, I'd look at it every day, and it would make every day better. Really? Yeah. I live out in the city. I love the city, but it's got none of this. Huh. You were invited to the show, right? They invited you because they know your work is good. I'm sure they want to see this too. I don't know. I need to think about this. I'm gonna find something new to paint. Maybe I should head back to where I started. There's the lighthouse. There's our illegally camping friend who gave me worms. There's shiny rock. Okay. Shiny rock. Oh, Lord. Pickaxe! Oh, come on! Why is it shiny? Oh, hey! Oh. Oh, it's like an Animal Crossing. Okay. Shiny rock. Achieved. Chest. Alright, I gotta find bootleg feather seller. I'm ready, bootleg feather seller. I have more money. I'm gonna put you in college, friend. I think you're down this way. I hope you know that even though you were an asshole, I believe in you. Ooh, ooh, another shell. Oh my god, there's more. There were more. How we hiking? We doing alright. Jen took advantage of us like the megalomaniac she is. Currently we're trying to put a guy in college. That's the big thing right now. Oh, already done. Oh, okay, I know where I'm at. We gotta get 400 extra coins from what I had. That's right, there's like a chest right over here. This guy, he sells feathers for... Oh, can I not? He sells feathers for 100 each. And, can I go through here? No. And, he's selling all of his stuff off because he's short on tuition for next semester. Oh. So, he said that even after he sells all his things, he'll still need 400 coins. So, fuck getting to the top of the mountain. We're just gonna put a kid in college. That's what we're gonna do. That's the goal. There was a... like over here. There. I saw it! Ooh, there's something up there though. I mean, I probably have enough golden feathers now to do it. I have like 13, but that's not putting this kid in college. That's all I'm saying. Though, there might be more chests up there, so I'll probably reorient after a little bit, but... The primary goal remains putting kid in college. If I were rich, that's what I'd do with my money mostly, is I would maybe not put kids in college per se, but like within reason I'd give people money. Just give people money. I don't understand rich people who don't. Like a certain level of rich, right? You know, if you've got $1 million in the bank, why are you not just giving people money? Manic, what the fuck is that? PB, I would help people cheat. Yeah, I'd give, well, I would just give people money, like, you know, my goal would be, like, eliminate debt and help people achieve their life goals. Like, I'd be like, Manic, how much money do you need to not work for 2 years? You know, or like, Oddish, how much is your house? That kind of stuff. So in this game, I have the ability to randomly find 400 coins. Manic, what's going on with you right now? A priest, a pastor, and a rabbit entered a clinic to get blood. The nurse asked the rabbit, "What blood type are you?" To which he responded, "I think I'm a type O." You know, you would have to be a little careful though, because that's how people who get a lot of money go broke. It would have to be like, for me it would have to be I would set aside a fund, and when I ran out of the, like, I'm assuming winning the lottery, but if I were just getting income, yeah, I wouldn't care. Patron. I don't get the joke. I think I'm a type O, guys. I don't get the joke. Help me. What's the joke? Okay, so I bet I just have to show up with 400 coins. Oh, they're giving blood! Oh. Rabbit is supposed to be a rabbi. Oh, I get it now. Oh, type O! Type O. Typo. That took me a minute. That took me a real minute. I was very focused. Yeah! Did I do it? Here. I did it! I was waiting for it and it still surprised me. Cell phone reception! Hello? Hi, Claire. Mom! I'm so glad to hear from you. I've been waiting all day to hear from you. I've been worried.
Oh, honey.
I told you I'd be fine. Yeah. But you always say that.
And I always am.
Anyway.
How have you been?
Well, I'm at the top of Hawk Peak right now.
Oh! Wow! I love it up there. May and I used to go up every summer together. It's about time you made it up.
Yeah, I know.
You're so big now. My little girl's leaving the nest. You won't have any need for little old mom.
But I do need you. I'll never not need you. When I heard about the surgery, how come you never told me this was a thing?
Didn't want you to worry.
But
I know you can get worked up about things.
I could have been there for you. You're all alone there now.
Really, it was nothing. Everything was fine.
I'm just glad you're okay. I love you, Mom.
I love you too.
Wait, something's happening? Yeah, that's how my mom talks. Was that the famous Hawk Peak updraft? Looks like it.
You should catch a ride on it now, before it fizzles out.
I wanna, but I'm kinda nervous.
Claire, you can do it. I'll come visit you soon, okay? Also, don't forget to say hi to Aunt May for me. She's probably waiting for you back at the cottage. Bye. Love you.
Love you too, Mom. Yeah, that's how my family is. We didn't tell you, we didn't want you to worry. I'm so sorry, Manic. Your mom sounds so cool. I think she was pretty lucky, because you're a pretty good son. The last time my family talked to me at all was my dad going to the hospital, and that was it. They don't talk to me otherwise anymore. I stopped talking to them, but I expected them to want to, like... I expected them to want to fix it. And they don't. They don't. Not this Christmas, but last Christmas. They were going to come over. Because their dog is poorly trained, and it bites people. It bites me. And, they called at 7 a.m. First, my mom told Victor that it was clear we didn't love her because I wouldn't go anywhere. Even though I told them I was so depressed I couldn't get out of bed, you know. I was like begging for them to help me. And then I called to be like, well, I'll go over there. It's Christmas. I want to see you. And they gaslit me until I was crying because I was so confused. They were yelling at me and telling me it was none of my business, and I didn't understand because it was the only time my family ever loved each other was Christmas, really. And then they said it was my dad's heart, and they didn't want to see me because I would make it worse. That was the last time I really talked to them. For a year, I sent them letters on like the major holidays, emails. That I stopped. And then I got an email out of the blue. My dad said he went septic and almost died. And I replied with, I'm really happy you're okay. But the last time I tried to talk to them, I tried to talk to the last time I talked to them about anything like that, it was about the dog. And my dad asked me if I was still seeing a therapist because I'd lost my mind when I had protested against them saying, my dad had said, well, I see the dog every day of the year. We're not going to train it. So I told him, last time I tried to tell you that you guys are not healthy for me. You lost your shit, and your daughter told you I've been struggling with depression my whole life. I was actually hospitalized, when I was 25. Your daughter who told you she's been hospitalized, this one told you she was that depressed. Like, you guys couldn't be asked to drive out to see her? And they didn't talk on Thanksgiving or send me a message on Christmas. They did send me a couple of gift cards and said hopefully we can connect this year, but they didn't show up to my 40th birthday. They didn't show up to my botany graduation. They didn't show up to my master's degree even when I was 28. I mean, I don't owe allegiance. I don't, but what's really happening in my healing journey right now is I'm realizing how often I just sought out people who would like love bomb me. Like, so much of my life is just a like train wreck of trying to be good enough. And it was just so disappointing because I guess I always thought they weren't that bad. And when I made newer friends, when I switched to my more professional job, it occurred to me that I was just surrounded by hurt people, so when I talked about my parents, nobody freaked out. But when I started talking to like Victor and Jen and Mark, people were astounded. They were like, we have no idea why you say that they're good people. So I guess what I mean to say manic is I understand where you're coming from with your dad. My parents are not nearly as evil, but I think this game hits me in a way that it's like at 40 I really wanted to be someone's child. Still. I think it's hard if you've never been allowed to be someone's child. I think this recent period in my life has been trying to
yeah, has been trying to find a parent to guide me and tell me it's okay. I think self-validation can be exhausting. I think that's what happened. This conversation hits me in that I feel really bad for Claire because I know I'm certain that her mother isn't as toxic as mine, but I know what it feels like when your family just doesn't include you in anything, bad or good. Thanks, Panic. That's very kind. Thank you. But thank you. I think I think that's why this hit me that way, is because it is reminiscent of my mother's behavior. But on the opposite side of yours, Panic, where she would use it as a way to sort of remove you, back you away, right? You weren't allowed to worry about her, right? Instead of, and she would claim, oh shit, I hit ads. But she would claim that she would claim she was trying to protect you. But it was really that she didn't want to have the effort to connect to you. Huh. Good game. Yeah. It's extremely well written. I really wasn't expecting. So, Tony, he played this game. And when he told me about it, he said, I think, I didn't need this game, but I think you'll really like it. He said, I understand why people really like it, but I got to the end and the stories were from, and that's because Tony had a neutral relationship with his parents. He is an amazing dad. His son is his best friend, and his youngest has like a. At first we thought he was. At first we thought Tony must have done something, but it turns out he has like a girlfriend who's decided against Tony or something like that. It doesn't matter. That's other details. That's his business. But point making, Tony was playing this game, was like, oh, you know who I think needs to play this game? And I like never got around to it because I don't know. It's not advertised in a way that appealed to me, but I was like, what am I gonna play today? I should play something short. This has short in the title. So I put it on a list of things, and Zem picked it. Uh, yeah, so. Yeah, it's very easy to overlook. It's very, I tend to cringe, not because I think cringe exists, but because it's just me. If somebody says it's a cozy game, and that's because what is cozy is so often female. So I tend to make a face because female is usually like, oh, that's a femme game, right? Like, this is marketed at those girls. So, uh, I tend to make that face because the only people who play cozy games are feminist allies, people who are not sexist, and women. So usually if you call a game cozy, I have this like, I'll play it and I'll enjoy it because I am a femme and I like cozy things, but it puts it lower on my list by nature. Yeah, it just has this feeling like there's so much fraught with sex, sexuality, gender, everything like that in our society right now. Saying it's a cozy game feels like you're saying dudes won't like it. You know, this fits into toxic masculinity in some capacity. None of that is true. It's all hang-ups that I have. But that's also partially why it got set aside. It's because the moment you say something's cozy to me, I say, oh. So you're saying it's for those women's who don't like violent games. Which obviously neuros, they are not. A women's. But it does. It wasn't until I started streaming that I even knew men who wanted to play cozy games all the time other than Victor and Tony. And they're my close friends, and I purposefully keep men who are feminist allies. So that I know. To be honest, like being able to be Fuda or something like that would be the best. It would.
Hey! Did you make it to the top?
Yeah. It was really nice. I could see why you like it so much, though it wasn't exactly a short hike. No, May! I'm really tired.
Well, maybe that was a bit of an understatement.
Only a bit. It's kind of been a busy day.
Oh yeah?
What have you been up to? Well, I don't mean to brag, but I think I became a beach stickball world champion today.
What's beach stickball?
It's gotta be the next big thing. It's like volleyball, but with a stick.
I'd play that.
Also, I whacked my shovel against this rock, and money came out. It was a money rock.
Well, now you're just making stuff up. I highly doubt you found this money rock.
In Ontario. I knew it was Canadian!
They're more of a West Coast thing.
Oh. I found a secret shortcut through the mountain.
You mean you got through the block tunnels? That's very dangerous. They were blocked up for a reason.
Oopsie.
Claire. Anywho, you hungry?
I'm gonna break out the hot dog soon. Well, kinda tired out. I'm gonna go take a nap or something.
Alrighty then. Have a good one.
Think it'd be nice to take a break. Sleep. Alrighty. It's nap time. Shorter games that cost more! Yeah! Thanks for making it, dude. That was great! That was real great. I need to actually leave. Let's see, when I continue, do I just pop out of the house? Oh, yeah, cool. Oh, cool. If I... Well, this is coming up in the letter A very soon, so I can revisit and 100% it then if I want. But I think after, like, that very emotional conversation, I want to go play a palette cleanser of some sort. Oh, Manic! I guess you haven't been around when I said this, so after Hollow Knight, I'm gonna start playing my entire, like, any video game I've ever played in my life in alphabetical order. So I actually think I put it under short hike, comma A, but I think I will move it into a short hike. Yeah, yeah, here, let me show you the list. I've already developed a good part of the list. You just gotta get to it, it's online. Ah, man, really? Thank you. Pretty much all of my passwords made it onto the dark web this past month or so. And so, um, I've had to redo a lot of stuff. Okay. So, so far, these are the rules. There's actually rules. You can find it in my about page too. Um, oh, you can just click on sort in your library and click installed. Um, so then, yeah, that. So then I still have to do my Channel 4 and television, Switch, DS, 3DS, Game Gear, PS. I don't need to do S through Z on the PS2 anymore. So PS3 to 5 and the stuff on my GOG, Epic, and Luna. But this is actually the list right now. Yeah. So um when I hit a series, people have the option to buy the rest of the series for me if they want. You can always buy me. This is why Monkey Island I had to skip, is because it's I'm gonna do like 10 letters on a wheel. That way, um, things aren't always tucked behind stuff. So I could land on C, and Monkey Island ended up in C because of the Curse of Monkey Island. Oh, here, I'll show you. I'll show you. Watch the screen. So, this is your library, right? So click on games. And right here, see this? Show only ready to play games. Click that. You can also do this though. So if you don't have that little arrow, you can click here and see play state installed locally. And you can actually save it as a dynamic collection. So now you have an installed locally collection. Ta-da. So yes, after Hollow Knight, we're switching into this because I'm tired of feeling like I don't have anything to play. I've had so many games my whole life. And some of them I had, but I didn't have, like, this includes games that I had access to, so um so it includes stuff like that Victor had. Um but it also includes anything in my anything in my family plan, which every sale they bought a bunch of stuff, so I have to update a bunch of shit. But games like Bokura, which have already been played and actually been played to 100%, you know, they'll be skipped over. Uh, or the rules say I'll make like a little YouTube lore video or I'll edit their play videos for them. Some games are straight to YouTube, but I haven't finished this algorithm yet. So the algorithm is based on whether someone bought it for me, how long it is, what the average is, with the average to 100%. So I bought it, want to play it, and audience voted 75%, right? So some of them are straight to YouTube because they're super, super long. But yeah, I have to re-update Steam because there's a bunch more. And then I need to go through PS3 to 5. So all games are played to completion unless, like, so Tokyo Jungle, for instance, you can't really, like, you can play it till the story's done. So that'll happen. But you can't necessarily complete it. Yes, this is what I'm doing for the remainder of my life. I basically didn't want to ever have to think about what I'm playing again. So there are still slots where I'll get to play whatever I want. So like the For the Europes on Saturday morning, that'll be whatever game I want. Right now it's the Altars. But and then Friday during the day, it'll be whatever I want. And Tuesday will always be a puzzle game of some sort because it's Talos Tuesday. That's why I also made the new schedule that's pretty strict. I still need to update it in Discord, but and frankly, I want to play all of it because like I said, I wouldn't have naturally played a short hike, right? And I loved the game. I am so convinced that there are probably 1,000 games here that will be my new favorite game that I just haven't played because they didn't look right. I also have a habit of getting very obscure games. So at some point, ideally, I'll be a big enough streamer that the obscure games, when I run into them, they'll get popular. Some of these are factory games. I really love them. They're going to be boring. I don't care. But anything, like I said here, these are for purchase. Anything that I don't personally own. So you'll notice like all of the Sonic games I didn't mark for purchase. That's because I feel pretty strongly that I could have played any Sonic game pretty much my whole childhood. And I feel like I should probably just do it. Oh, that's pretty long. Let me see what I can do.
Hmm. My bit rate is at 1K right now. There's a chance that Victor is in a video meeting, but that still shouldn't matter. I'm Ethernet. So, again, it's being in the suburbs and Comcast never taking me seriously. It should clear up, or I'll restart stream. Regardless. So here's another Monkey Island that ended up down here. I could put them all under Monkey Island, but I decided not to. It is what I'm doing for the rest of my life, yes. But like I said, I'm excited about it. Dream. Steam. There. I'm the only thing that's gonna be really big is the Switch. Yeah. Yeah, I usually stream at 4K. In fact, here, look. So I'm usually around 4.5, right? Shoo! And then it drops. Yeah, functional 1K. Yeah. No, actually PB sent me her stats and it's made my stream a lot more stable. But it's still, I'll show you my configuration because maybe you have some advice to make it more stable. So NVIDIA NVENC interval, I have to set that manually, otherwise it tries to go for 6 and Twitch hates it. Do you see anything you'd Princess, I've organized the Monkey Islands into into like story order. And yes, I would start with the first one. In fact, anytime I run into a series, I have it organized so that I start at the beginning. Or start, so like with Shovel Knight, it's actually organized into the order that fans think you should play. And I talked to like Shadows Manic about Sonic and had him help me organize Sonic. So everything's been organized like that. Is there anything in here you'd change? No, no. Well, I mean, they shouldn't because we pay for the 1 GB. And like you can see here, 53, right? What does this mean, by the way? This bit rate? I don't really know this one. Like
Why does it say 50? Because I think I put in 4,500. Like, do you think I fucked up and accidentally? No, because it's streaming at 50. It's streaming at 5,000 right there. But yeah, I don't really know what else I can do but keep calling Comcast. This is Streamlabs. So Streamlabs is open source OBS. Basically, they just take all of the OBS settings and they make it a little easier. Like, I can multi-stream from inside the app. It uses the same codecs that OBS uses, so it's not using Streamlabs OBS. So it is OBS. It's everything's OBS. It's just got Streamlabs UI. Why did you kick it to the curb? No, so why are you loading Edge? Fuck you. I like it because I don't have to overthink. When I was starting to stream, I was still in that really huge. Oh, wait a second. Disable hardware acceleration. I needed something really easy to start. Otherwise, I wouldn't start. Ethics. Oh, really? Look at this. I hit 4,500, right? And it just went down to 400. What what do you find ethically problematic about Streamlabs? Oh, that's right. I gotta pay Microsoft. Yeah. Yeah, see, OBS Studio is already running. Streamlabs is literally just a front for it. However, it has really cool overlays and just like a lot of features that you have to do yourself in OBS, and I'm not really down for that. Ooh, should shut that off. But see, actually, we'll do this, and uh, we'll just be psychedelic for a second. You can see that it is just a little easier to organize on my end. I can have different scenes here. This is just JavaScript that I was able to put into one of their widgets. So I don't necessarily think, but yeah. The reason they charge money is because they have a lot of overlays that they pay for. But what about ethically? I really want to know what's ethically wrong with Streamlabs. Oh, where am I going? Here.
Oh, okay. Streamlabs OBS, a leading company for live streaming software, is removing the phrase OBS from its name after facing criticism from multiple sources. Tuesday, the company also faced allegations that it had copied its website descriptions and design from a competitor called Lightstream. On Wednesday, Streamlabs issued a statement saying that it would drop OBS from its name and that it takes full responsibility for its actions. Streamlabs' decision to drop OBS from its name comes on the heels of a public tweet from the original creators of the open source software OBS. OBS tweet claims that Streamlabs reached out ahead of its launch to ask about including OBS in its software title. OBS asked Streamlabs not to do this, but Streamlabs did it anyway. For those unfamiliar, Streamlabs OBS is a free open source software that makes streaming more user-friendly. Its software is built off of a different open source software called OBS, which came before it. Way to think about it is that Streamlabs OBS is a newer, shinier version of OBS that is easier to use. But the name wasn't the only issue. On Tuesday, the company launched Streamlabs Studio, a cloud-based software for streaming that allows content creators to share live gameplay without a capture card, PC, or third-party software. It also allows streamers to customize the look of their stream using their phones. It's meant to give console players the chance to stream without needing all the fancy tech. It was announced as part of the partnership with the streaming platform Twitch. The main issue is that a similar software already exists. It's called Lightstream, and just like Streamlabs Studio, it offered creators a way to stream from their consoles and customize their streams. This resulted in many people piling on Streamlabs, accusing the company of copying from Lightstream. That, coupled with the fact that this new service would come as a premium service, with subscriptions starting at $4.99 or $49.99 annually. Popular streamers Hassan Hassanabi Piker and Imane Pokemon Anis called the company out, with Piker threatening to never use Streamlabs again if the company didn't resolve the matter. Anis similarly said that she would ask for them to take her face off the platform if Streamlabs did not solve the issue. Attention consumers who use Streamlabs to donate to video content creators through online platforms such as YouTube and were enrolled in Streamlabs' monthly automatic renewing Streamlabs Pro subscription during the period March 3rd, 2018 to May 17th, 2022. The lawsuit seeks a court order to stop these practices. Hold on. Plaintiff added a GIF and was automatically enrolled Streamlabs Pro at a monthly fee of $5.99. Plaintiff alleged that a $5.99 per month fee was deceptive because it suggested that it was a one-time fee, did not disclose that it would renew automatically. Based on this investigation, plaintiff's counsel has determined that there are significant risks of continuing the litigation. Although defendant's motion to dismiss was denied by the court, among the risks of continued litigation are the possibility that the court will decline to certify a class, that summary judgment will be entered against plaintiff, and or that plaintiff will be unable to prove liability, damages, or entitlement to injunctive relief at trial on a class-wide or individual basis. In particular, there may be difficulties establishing that a reasonable consumer might find the disclosures regarding the enrollment in and automatic renewal of a Streamlabs Pro subscription might not be material. The court might also determine that common questions might not predominate over individual issues, and thus may be difficult to certify a class. Plaintiff may also face difficulties certifying a class on some or all claims for purchases outside of California. Throughout this litigation, plaintiff, through plaintiff's counsel, and Streamlabs, through Streamlabs' counsel, have discussed the possibility of a settlement. So it sounds like at least with the class action suit, Streamlabs is just settling because there's a very small chance that they'll lose. It doesn't sound like there's any actual admittance of guilt. I actually pay for Streamlabs, and I found it quite straightforward. That's interesting. The issue being, again, that, OBS requires a significant amount of extra work to customize. I don't care about sunk cost fallacy. If OBS turns out to be a better option, then it does. But my choice in the beginning was based solely off ease of entry. Yeah, because you were streaming back in like 2016. And I started using Streamlabs. Oh, that's right, because Streamlabs is OBS. I started using Streamlabs well after the period of time where that class action would have counted. I will say I do find a lot of their stuff very irritating. But as far as like the overlays and things like that, and the ability to add browser sources and all of these things quite easily, I hesitate to shift. I probably will. I probably will. I'm not sure it's going to change the issues with the internet, is my only other thought. I'm not particularly certain that that's anything to do with the software. So, again, I haven't used OBS a lot, but for Streamlabs, you can just do like that's it for browser source. Oh, no. So it at least feels easier. Um, I did not find Streamlabs that invasive because it's not actually built into a lot of my. Uninstalling it absolutely does not affect anything on my computer. And they have never asked me. Ugh, no, it's okay, Manic. Thank you for hanging out through all of a short hike. I'll probably end stream here actually because I was gonna play like a palette cleanser, but now I've gotten distracted and I cannot try OBS while Streamlabs is running. So, as of now, Science Friday is still on. I have been having headaches all week, so I don't like making promises. Because there is easily a chance that this one is from some sort of cyst or wound that's pressing against a nerve in my neck. So, I can't guarantee that it won't act up again. But hypothetically, we'll have Science Friday tonight. Thank you to Manic and Zim and Neuro and Princess and all sorts of people for stopping by. Ideally, I'll be back in 4 hours. Have a great afternoon. And have a good nap, Manic.